So the penny stocks I'm going to share with you guys, you definitely want to have on your radar. There's opportunities being presented through this volatility. And in today's volatility, we had the SPY bot sent out a direct notification here early on that reversal, right? Right after that dip, it was sent out at 10:05 a.m. A bull indicator with full strength there, jumping up from 655 to highs here of 665, and call options went up over 300% within minutes to an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive the clarity and edge that you deserve, check out the link down below in the description and top pinned comment to join the members using 42 Vision to maximize within the volatility. Now, we also had our Tesla bot sent out a strong bull indicator here on the reversal since 422, jumping up to 433, and it was sent out directly to the Discord here at 10:30 a.m. Full strength there, and call options went up over 50% plus, again, within an hour, guys. And if you guys want to receive the clarity and edge and know about these stocks early on and navigate through these markets with that edge and clarity, because you already have the knowledge, but adding on those resources to simplify and make charting easier, check out the link down below in the description and top pinned comment. We look forward to getting you connected and having you join us. So the penny stocks I'm going to share with you guys are penny stocks that have ran up with strength here. We have some key levels to watch here because this is time sensitive. This can all play out within the next day or two, especially where they're sitting and the news that they came out with. And we have stocks squeezing to the upside as well. Okay, this is super important because in this environment, after such a big dip back on Friday, it was the whole entire market, right? Falling downwards. You have the QQQ and many stocks hitting lows there and bouncing back up. And with these bounces back up, creating opportunities within the markets. Now, this stock here, AWX, has no fresh news. This was just pure momentum, and we saw lots of stocks moving upwards in the overall market, but this stock took off under a bull indicator here since Wednesday, right? At the 258 mark, and then going into this strength all the way towards today's volatility, jumping up from 275 to highs up here of 747. Now, right now, it is pulling back downwards, and we do not want to ignore the fact that this strength is going to be critical to not be canceled with a bear indicator, okay? And then we have key levels here about this stock to not ignore, and the first thing is the support, which is $4. If that gets broken through pretty quickly, then it comes down towards that 368 to 360 level, okay? That's the level that was holding this up before the next leg up going into the close. And then the first resistance is going to be the top of that close there at 544, and then trying to break through that, then comes the big gap up towards 750. But we're going to pull up the inflow versus outflows, and we're going to see this clearly here. So we could see that there was a strong inflow level here down at the level of 248 and 250. And then these resistance levels are outflow levels historically in the chart. And it broke through every single one of them, right? The first one was here at 355 up towards $4. Then the 426 to 455 area, which is where it's fighting right now, sitting at 445. And then it hit up towards 531 and 562. So it slowed down there, and it broke out then towards $7, and it's back below this one. So we have key levels here between 450, which we're slightly below it in the volatility, to 532 to not ignore. Again, if $4 gets broken through, then comes all the way down towards 350 to 360 area. And if that gets broken through, then there's a big gap to fill down towards the inflows below $3 and the 260 area. So I would definitely ignore this if it breaks through 360. But as long as it stays above that or close to $4, I will be watching, because when you zoom into the lower time frames, we could see here strong inflow levels driving this up, and then the 15-minute, same thing, and then the 5-minute is showing the inflow levels down here, and that outflow level that it broke out above, which is 380. So a support above 380, 360, or even $4 is going to be crucial. And then you have levels up here to try to get towards, which is 540s and all the way up towards the $7 area. But we see it clear here with the 1 hour and the 2 hour, how it approached these outflow levels, and now it needs to fight and hold. But this is definitely one to watch going into tomorrow if momentum can build and volume can continue. Again, if it breaks below 360 is that lowest level. I am willing to watch this. Anything below that, things start to get pretty bearish, and there's bear indicators that can compound, and then also outflow levels that can hold it down. But that big push up and pull back here, if it could hold above 4, close to 380 to $4, worst case scenario 360, it is something to keep an eye on if there could be those bullish confirmations for a reversal going into tomorrow and the rest of this week. Now, this stock is TOPP, right? TOPP stock. The stock has ran up pretty strong as well since the open. It hit highs up here of 178 from the lows of 128 at the pre-market, and then it pulled back down to that level and it found support. This is really where our 42 vision indicator allows us to see the strength of trend, right? Because as long as that bull indicator did not get canceled on the larger time frames, all this volatility could quickly not be justifiable, and the first point of reversal and confirmations of bullishness on lower time frames aligned with this 1 hour would confirm and justify the move to the upside. And here it is in the after hours above $2. It hit highs here before the close of 250. It's dropped down towards close to 170. So there is a nice range here going into tomorrow if support can be held. And that's what's going to be crucial and critical. Now, we also see here a full transition from red bars to bright green bars, and also on the lower time frames, right? On the 15-minute, doing the same thing. Bull indicator here popping up at 136, transition into bright green bars. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflows as extra layers of confirmation. And as you see it there popping up on the screen, some of the members' gains and opportunities that they've experienced using 42 vision and navigating through the volatility, which you can become part of and join us. The link is down below in the description to join the Patreon and get connected to our Discord and our bots, as well as our indicators, to give you that edge and simplify and make reading charts so much easier and simpler through the volatility, whether stocks are going up or going down. And the markets have been experiencing lately huge amounts of volatility, and having extra equipped resources plus the knowledge just makes everything that much smoother to be able to execute and make rational decisions within the volatility and charts. Again, that link is down below in the description and top pinned comments. So the stock here, strong bull indicator. We definitely want to see this hold above 178. If it gets broken through, that is clearly next to the level of where things rejected here and fell back down. So that's not just the support level, that was the resistance of the day. We definitely want to see that hold. If it gets broken through, the next support is 168 and then down towards 151. Those two levels definitely need to be areas of bouncing back and the bulls reappearing. If not, things could quickly switch from bullishness to bearishness. But if that holds and we stay above $2, I will be watching for that break towards 224 and then above 250 going into tomorrow's pre-market and even trading day. Now, when we look at this as well with the inflow versus outflow, we can clearly see here on the lower time frames how strong this inflow level was, and even on the 15-minute, right? That's what held this up, that 125 to 138 level. And then also on top of that, that bull indicator that popped up right around that level at 138, 136. And then you have here on the lower time frame a clear example of where inflow versus outflow allows us to see why stocks are heading where they're heading with the strength of trend confirmation of bull and bear indicators, our inflow versus outflow when the midline gets crossed, which you get connected to as well, and then the strength of supports and resistance, because this is a huge resistance level historically. It ran from 127 to 177, came back down. It found support there again, and then we tend to retrace as the strength and confirmations come to appear again back toward outflow levels or resistance levels when we're leaving the support level. And that's exactly what it did, and it broke out even higher. And now it's trying to hold above it. It's going to be crucial to stay above 185 down towards 176 on the low end of this. So that is something to definitely not ignore. And it teaches you so much seeing this live in the charts and how we tend to retrace to those areas. I mean, you could see it here with the SPY, an outflow level that appeared here before the close. It broke through this inflow level, and quickly, once we were below 663.70, this inflow level historically before in the chart was down towards 660, and we ran right to it, and now we're trying to stay above it. So there's a tight range here between the bulls and bears going into tomorrow. And that's just one of the strengths of using the inflow versus outflow for clarity. Now, we have here open stock. The stock has been falling. It broke through the key supports and it came back down to where it last bounced. Look at the acceleration, right? The last time it ran was from 7 all the way up to 897, and today it touched that level, and historically that is a crucial area, $7 to 720, and it broke out. Once it broke above 708, it just took off, broke through 736, and then just came back up, and it's sitting at the area where things accelerated lower yesterday. It needs to stay above that 762 to even try to get to $8 again. But strong bull indicator here on the 15-minute, on the 30-minute, and then also on the 1 hour. It has appeared here in today's volatility. So now we have multiple time frames under bull indicators. So any little pullback, even though the 5-minute might have a bear indicator or anything like that, if it could hold support and the larger time frames do not get canceled, that can further justify any move to the upside and retest of key resistance levels. Now we can see it's an inflow driven day today, right? Every single time it pulled back and then it went ahead and found support, inflows appeared, and now we've retested and retraced towards the outflow level up here above 779 and up towards 792, and it stopped at 789. So it definitely needs to break above that one and clear it. And then there's another big outflow here between 794 and 816. And this is another great example. Again, once those inflows appear, the bull indicators confirm, and we have outflow levels above where we're at, they tend to get retested and retraced towards, and that's exactly what we did today on the 5-minute. You could see it, and you can even see it here on the 3-minute. Like, it ran up all day, it pulled back, and once this inflow level came in and there was multiple confirmations from 750s, it went all the way up towards 784, and that was the outflow level there. And it's no mystery why it rejected it so fast, and now it just needs to hold this inflow level to even justify to get back up to it and try to test the ones above it. If not, there is a big gap to the downside to retest and retrace towards pretty quickly. And then the 15-minute, you see it there, inflow level lasting all day, outflow level, it just ran towards it. And on the 30-minute, we see here an inflow level that's historic. And this is, again, why I said earlier in the video, this is such an important area. And we ran fast from that area. And here we are doing the same thing again. Not as sharp and big as last time, but we're up here in the 760s. And the next outflow level to retest, if it can break through the ones on the lower time frames, is up towards 820 to 830. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside on open. If you want to know about these stocks and stay tuned and be notified, click the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. I do updates on these stocks and opportunities. In our last few videos, we've had multiple stocks run up 30%, 40% plus, but the one that really exploded was Wolfspeed. Wolfspeed, we talked about it since it was $2 and ran up towards the $4 area. That was awesome. Came back down, and that thing is up above $20 to $30 at some of the highest levels recently that it's hit. So stay tuned for the next one. Hit the notification bell, hit that like button, share with a friend. And if you guys want to be equipped with this, apart from your knowledge, but the resources that we provide over at our Discord and Patreon, and learn our A+ setup strategy and A to Z videos that are guides on how to use 42 Vision and navigate these markets, check out the link down below in the description and top pinned comment. I look forward to getting you guys connected and having you join us. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.